Copyright disclaimer. Under Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing, nonprofit, educational, or personal use, tips the balance in favor of fair use. Okay, you guys, this is from Scientology Parent. This is 10 years ago, so 2014. This is unreal. What is Depression in Children? By Diane Norgard. The other day I was driving in my car. I'm not gonna do it. Listening to my favorite radio station when I heard something on the news. Mistake number 1. About the rise of depression in children aged 12 to 17 years. As I care very much for children and see them as our future, this troubled me. It troubled me on many levels, not just for their safety and well-being, but also because this was an indication that rather than finding and handling the cause, because children need to be handled, of their depression, the new trend is to prescribe highly addictive psychotropic medications that have some very serious side effects. These include seizures, suicidal and homicidal thoughts, bouts of violence, and oddly enough, depression. I actually agree with this, what she said. The children, teens, and adults that I know that are on these medications tell me they hate being on them, but they don't know what else to do. In fact, they have trouble sleeping, feel groggy, have cotton mouth, and far more. Now, I want to interject. This all depends, I'm not a medical doctor, I'm not a nurse, not a medical professional, but I feel like, me personally, I think in some situations medications are important. I'm not a huge believer in it, but I do think in certain situations it's effective. So they either gain massive amounts of weight, which makes them targets for the jokes of other children. They're just all off on a tangent here. Or they become emancipated and cannot eat, like beans and rice. Oh, I think I said emancipated. I mean emaciated. Almost all who are on these drugs and have somehow gotten off them have gone on to do recreational drugs. Oh, so this is going to be a whole I don't know, you guys. I didn't realize, I should have thought about this. I didn't read it. I don't want to hear all this anti-drug stuff. Hold on, I'm gonna fast forward here. Okay, I actually don't even want to read this because you guys know what it's going to be. But, I mean, given how a lot of the children in Scientology are treated, that to me is a recipe for depression. The rampant abuse. And I know there has to be some Scientologists, adults, parents that are not abusing their children. But if you're subjecting them to all these courses and sec checks and, what's the other one? Auditing. There's another one I can't think of. There's certain things that I do believe are abusive. So my point is, and of course they didn't talk about children in Scientology being depressed. I thought that's what it was going to be about. That, you have to look at environmental factors. If children are depressed, there's a reason that they're depressed. So that's just my take. I will leave the link in the description if you guys want to waste 3 minutes of your life. But however, that's my take on it. Have a good day. Good night wherever you are. Like and subscribe if you want. Peace.